Calm my man down. This is nothing about my guardian angel like this. This is a heads up for a geezer that's dating my ex. My ex is a bit of a liar and she's got a drinking problem that she doesn't want to admit. So all this is for is to roll off the list of what I've done and what I've had to put up with since I met this girl. I met Sylvia off the internet, plain and simple. Yeah, she came to live with me at the pub. Okay, she did a job, blah blah blah. She proposed to me after 3 months of actually being together. I was like, ooh. I did try and get rid of Sylvia. Yeah, I did. Say, look, I don't want to be a part of this relationship because I noticed her drinking. But she got pregnant. Even though she took an afternoon morning pill, she got pregnant. So, fair enough, you know, I did the deed. It's only right that I tried to make it work. It was okay to begin with. We did go out. It was all nicey. It wasn't anything, we just go out to the pubs and everything else like that. Go to, but you know the situation. You're doing a fake relationship. But I was working at the pub for a little while. This is one of the first instances, and I came back and money was missing. Over 700 quid from this kitty that we should have had to actually go and get ourselves a house within the area. Just make it easier when it comes to having a baby and stuff like that. But rent was missing. And when I asked her about the rent, yeah, oh, apparently she didn't get a receipt, and they're saying that we didn't pay the rent. But we got every other receipt. And in the end, the only excuse I got when it come to not paying the rent, I forgot. I've had that excuse, I forgot. She says one thing, then another, and another. Then I started seeing her lies because she'll tell one story, but then forget what she said. So you see the lie as she's saying it. Now, when we was in Blackpool, one of the first incidents I can remember, oh, wow. I had a card and we literally had only £8 left in our pocket. It was on the rock and roll and things like that, and work wasn't great. And she took my card, went and spent it on a bottle of whiskey and made out the card had been stolen and somebody tried to spend it on the contact list. But I found the receipt in a bag. Well, hang on a minute. How's my card been nicked if my card number's on this receipt? And then you see her. Yeah, that's one of the first times I saw her when she's panicking. Like what can I say? The old school thing: itchy, scratchy. Oh, she's got one down her backy. Oh, ooh, and I fell for her tears. You know, there and then I knew full well I got with an alcoholic. Yeah, but just didn't want to admit it. But I don't think it was just alcohol. It could have been other things as well. So we'll move on. Yeah, I'm just trying to give you a brief idea of how she carries on. What you do after this is your business. At least then you've got a bloody heads up, geezer. Simple as that. So we'll carry on. I'm going to try and list as many as that, not in order. I'm just going to give you an idea of what I've had to deal with and how she lies. You can test it yourself if you don't show her this video. Yeah, I'm going to tell you things that happened, and you can question her about it. She's either going to give you the tears and trying to have sex with you, yeah, to stop you from asking questions, yeah, or she's going to get nasty and tell you to fuck off because she knows full well, yeah, if she does that, she's as far as she's concerned, she's never going to give you that money back that she owes that you gave her for the rent and things like that. Right. So after that situation, I was going to work, I was cleaning, I was doing what I needed to do, and I'm coming back, yeah, and the house is not being cleaned, everything's all dirty, and I kept coming back, and one of the times, she's absolutely blotto. She's collapsed on the bed, now the girls are playing on the floor. Now, I don't know how long she'd been like that for, but she was pissed out of her head. She couldn't stand up, she's trying to talk to me. Oh, I was just tired, Dan, yeah. I worked in a bar for years. I could smell alcohol on people from a mile away. Simple as that. And she wasn't looking after the girls very well. So I started getting a bit paranoid and things like that. But I was having issues with my legs and my arms at the time of the job I in. So I had to give that one up. So I said, look, it might be a good idea if you went to work. Because she couldn't be trusted. I came back from work after this situation. And I think she did it again. She went to sleep and got pissed and just left the girls in the room. Because when I come back, the girls are sitting there with a dinner. That don't look right. So I've checked the dinner. It was not even half cooked. You could see that it was still frozen a little bit in the middle. It was hash browns with some chicken. The chicken were fucking wobbling, mate. If me and you ate that, yeah, me and you could have fucking died for salmonella poisoning. She made it look like she actually did something. And I went up the bloody wall. Why the hell are they eating that? Daisy looked at me as if like, why are you nicking my dinner? You know what I mean? It wasn't cooked. I had to do something else. And I still had to do all the cleaning and things. Now, this shit went off for time. Absolutely ages. And she's going to work and she's coming back with bottles of beer. Oh, customers gave me that as a present. Nah. She was nicking it from the bloody pubs and shit, wasn't she? Yeah. When I was in bloody Dorking, she had a bottle of Mackey's, the big sodding thing, yeah, hidden in the cupboard. That's why I knew that my awareness when it comes to her drinking. But we'd already had the oldest by then. But back to the Blackpool bit. So, but then she went and worked at the what's the one in the tower where they do the dancing and that. And she's coming back with money, mate. I mean, oh, they're tips, Dan, they're tips. Now, one time it was over £90 to the point she couldn't carry it. Now, she'd already been sacked from a previous hotel job because she was drinking on the job. Yeah? Oh, it's just drinks that are left. It's just drinks that are left. Vodka and Coke and things like that. And, so she got sacked from that, which is fair enough. All right, fair enough. You got caught having a drink. It's no big deal, really. It's just one of those things. I see it. People do it all the fucking time. It's one of them. But the police got involved. Yeah, and I don't think she got done in the end. I think she got a caution for her stealing and things like that. But it never stopped. It never stopped, mate. It didn't. And I'm trying to reason with her, tell her off, everything else about that, about the situation. I did everything. Begged, borrowed and pleaded. I had to go to a food bank when she spent that money, that £8. We could have had just enough to go and give ourselves a bit of food because we could have used the contactless and it was delayed. So there was enough time to actually cover this cash. But we had nothing. I had to go to a food bank. Yeah. I've never used one of those. Yeah, fair enough, I might be skint, but I can normally get by on next to nothing. Make sure the girls have got what they have got. If I have to starve, then fair enough. That's what you do as a parent. But I can assure you, she's a lazy cow. She never cooked, she never cleaned, and bloody hell, she was fucking shit in bed as well. Lazy, lazy, lazy all the way. I've done nothing but be on guard since those children had been born. She's not been nice to the girls at all. And I'm going to go across that as well. So, basically, we're in Blackpool, she got caught for that. So she got caught for bloody stealing and things like that. We had to leave Blackpool because it wasn't working. We needed to be somewhere where it was better, easier for jobs and things like that. And instead of me having to go to bloody Preston at stupid o'clock in the morning, I didn't have transport at the time. So it was a bit of a struggle. And it was a good job. But I did not trust her on her own with the girls. The reason I never left her earlier, and I wish I bloody did, is because I did not trust her with the girls. And I'm so fucking glad I stayed, because I was right. Look in my eyes, sir. You tell me that I'm a liar. You can ask me any bloody question you want. All you're going to get from me is just blatant, okay? You're nothing more than the next victim. She had you figured out, yeah? When she was in the job, she kept banging on about you for time. I knew who you were, even though I never met you. And even though a year after, when she went into that job, oh, I met Adam again, trying to wind me up because she knew full well I wanted her to fuck off. Now, when we got to Great Harwood, things didn't really change that much. You know, she went to work, I did the bit at home, and I purposely stayed at home. I had not slept in the same bed since Blackpool. I had my own room. I was adding myself in my computer, so I didn't have to deal with her. The girls was always with me, chilling out, doing whatever. Yeah, I cooked, I cleaned, I looked after the house. I did what I needed to as a stay-at-home parent. I did my bit. But then, things are going wrong, things are going missing, money's going missing. You tend to the shops for food. She spent a tenner, and you can tell it's only a £10 worth of food. But she's going on as if it cost 30 quid, and I'm thinking, where's the extra money gone from? And all I'm thinking is she's spending it on alcohol, she's lying, and it's happening and happening and happening all the time. And I'm trying to go and get jobs, and one of the jobs was at the bakery in bloody Burnley. Okay, finally, both of us had work. We would have had £700 in our pockets each bloody week. It would have been fantastic. She could have had the money to bloody treat herself. She should have stopped taking the piss in the first place. But I'm coming back. Now, 3 different jobs interviews I went to, and she did exactly the same every time. I went to this interview for 9 o'clock in the morning in Burnley. I had to get a taxi and things like that. I came back, and she was absolutely battered out of her brains. I was back from that interview by 12 o'clock. So not even within a few hours, yeah, she was out of her face, trying to look after these girls. She couldn't stand up. anything. I had to have that another go yet again. And that's not the only one. There's been bloody loads, absolutely loads. Now, the reason we split up in the end, yeah, she secretly borrowed money from neighbours we didn't even know. £10 here, £10 there, and I had to insist that I saw her bank account because she tried to pay a debt of something out of the rent. She tried to do it again. She used the rent money to pay for herself. Now, this was, and then I realised she'd borrowed over £500 in less than 3 months. 500 quid. Where's that gone? We could have used that to actually get ahead. We was always behind because I was always wondering where the bloody hell this money's gone. I had to go shopping myself because you knew full well you didn't never had enough to come back. It was scam, scam, scam. She just scammed us all the way. She used us every single step of the way. And stories, she's always telling one story then tells a bloody another. So in the end I did. I got her around the face like this, yeah? And I'll tell you, I didn't grab her around the neck, if that's the story that you've got. She's already told me that one. And I told her straight, you need to leave. You need to go. I can't deal with you anymore. And she left. She did the right thing. She went and got a flat. I gave everything up. I gave her all the money. The reason I was able to pay the rent because Universal Credits gave me a loan. That's how I ended up paying up the debts and she got that flat. And what do you know? Within 6 months of leaving me, she was with you. She picked you out, mate. Yeah, she had you in her sights almost the first time you worked with her. Not the second time she came to the job. She came there to purposely speak to you. I know I can't prove that, but fair enough. But I got rid of her. But the bullshit didn't stop. Oh, that was another reason about the girls. She was getting nasty with the girls all the time, being nasty, yeah? To the point when Shelby was what? I think she was 6 years old. She swiped around her face and I heard it. I mean proper slap. I mean, it was not nice. And Shelby was screaming. I mean, fucking screaming. That really pissed me off when she did that. I mean, you don't understand the anger I've got for this lady and how I did want to bury her under the fucking patio. So don't think for 1 second I'm going to do this video for you and lie about my intentions. At all. And I questioned her. And I told her straight, you ever do that again, I'll take you off your fucking feet. And I meant that one. Absolutely meant it. You don't touch my girls. Nobody touches my girls. That's why I needed to know who you were. That's why I was insistent. Who's this geezer hanging around with my kids? Yeah, I may be overprotective, but my main priority is to make sure they're safe. And I hate the fact that I've got a woman that actually so ignorant when it comes to their children. She can't deal with her own fucking habits. It does me. She fucking does me. She's doing it all the time, mate. This is why I've had to have conversations. You can see the message that I've had recently when it comes to the bloody Facebook and what we're saying. But let's get back to it. I'm trying to give you a warning, mate, because I wish I bloody had one. Come and see me. Come and see me. I can't do it. I'm so fucking wild up. If you want to know who you're dealing with. But I've got a saying for you at the end of this. My man once said, man who thinks with dick, sooner or later, wish he chopped the fucker off. She is not sincere. Ask her questions. Keep asking why. Yeah? It's not all my fault. It's not all her sister's fault. And it's not all the ex's fault from before. She is a lying little madam. Recently, I'm going to leave you with this. Why I'm doing this video as well. Daisy got given some money by her nonna. Alright? Now, I questioned you about this money. Yeah, she says, oh, no, give me a bit of money. But I've saved it for something else. So I'm thinking, okay, well, fair enough. If I put the money towards it, she can get that electric scooter because I got the crap one from bloody eBay. So she'd have something nice. So fair enough. Okay. I did ask Sylvia a couple of weeks ago about the money. She never said nothing of how it had been spent or out like that. But now I'm questioning it again. Apparently they went bowling, they did this, they did that, they went out with you, went to the arcade, it's been spent. But that was never said a couple of weeks ago. So yet another story which is changing. Now this morning when she's speaking to me, it's, well last night or yesterday it was, she went bowling. Now it was something to do with going to TK Maxx shopping. Well that's before Christmas. I've had a conversation with Daisy, and if you want to see that video, please just ask. I think her mum has scammed her. She scams everybody, mate. Yeah. When I first met her, she gave me a ring. and a couple of watches. One of them was a Tagu, or two of them was Tagus. Apparently she's getting them from this bloody jewellery store that she was working. Something to do with the fact that if the customers don't come back for the thing, they get them at a discount. So I got this fancy Tagu watch that's worth a G, mate. Seriously, I'm thinking flossing that was nice, don't get me wrong. But then she ended up getting another one, a blue one that's nice, and I wore that as well. Then she got a bloody Rolex. Now she said she brought it for £300 and I sold it to a customer called, I'm not going to tell his name, sorry. This is £100. It had a pink face and everything else like that. I learnt many years ago. She didn't buy them. She stole them out the safe. Oh shit. Seriously. Oh shit. But she's stolen from loads of different people. She got caught in booze buster and bloodied them all when it was there. Yeah, she tried to hide the fact that she'd got done for that and paying that debt off secretly. She's purposely had sex with me and next day, yeah, gone and said I needed an after morning pill. It cost me 20 quid to pay her debt. It was nothing to do with taking the pill. Yeah, at some point I think she was purposely trying to have sex and I told her to fuck off. Yeah, she didn't get shit from me. I can assure you that. I slept in a separate room more or less all the time I've been. Well, we've been here since 2018. I never slept in the same bloody room as her at all. I had my own room. Yeah, my own telly. The girls had come and stood with me. Yeah, because I knew they were safe. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, hopefully you see this video and start asking yourself questions. Why? Why? When it comes to the situation with the money, yeah, Daisy's told me one story, and so Sylvia has given me three. She lies all the time. She trips up on herself so bad. Now, when it comes to me saying you're the next victim, it's okay when you're spending money and taking her out and things, but when it gets down to the nitty-gritty of actually being a responsible parent or being responsible in the day-to-day life of actually earning money and things like that, she's shit. She does not want that responsibility. Like I say, she never cleaned, she didn't cook, she didn't do bugger all. Yeah, I was just trying to protect the girls in the end. That's the only reason I stay with her. Yeah, I could tell you stories that it's disappointing the way she behaves. And she's still trying to do it now. The situation with the money when it came to the old tax credits and things like that, if that was over 7 years ago, it had nothing to do with sick pay or out like that. It was a situation where they got the money wrong because like a prat I filled in the forms wrong and told them I had 2 bloody wages. So they thought I was earning fucking double and I wasn't. And you know something, it's been a nightmare with them with that ever since. So if she got money back from them, it was for both of us. And so I tried suggesting that she give it to the girls. They could have got the scooters. But the conversation was, well, okay, then you just give me 60 quid because I needed the money at the time. You take the rest. And all of a sudden, once I got paid purposely, oh, where's that money you owed me? She never borrowed me that money. Yeah, we had the conversation. She gave me the money. Yeah, because I purposely said it just to see what she'd do. Oh, no, it was sick pay. Oh, no, it was this. Oh, no, it was that. She's like a deer in the headlights once you catch her out. And she'll start panicking like she's having palpitations. And she'll start itching and scratching like she's got one down her back here. Yeah, and you push her, mate, you push her. I swear to you now, yeah, you'll see the lies for yourself. I'm sick and tired of it. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to protect the girls. I like the fact that she's with you. It's a bit of a selfish reason, I understand. Yeah, because when she's with you, I know she's behaving when it comes to the girls. Now they're coming back saying, Mum's being nasty, she's doing this, she's doing that. At one time, she was taking the oldest, we call her Shella, to bloody brownies up near Tesco. Now I caught her out then, big time. And what it was, she's going, having a drink. She was sitting on the bar for an hour, looking, having a drink, coming back absolutely pissed every time. And it turned out the brownies had stopped 2 weeks before. Yeah, so therefore she's taking Shelby and sitting down and having a drink. I couldn't give a shit if you're a pisshead. Yeah, if you do it on your own terms, then fair enough. But you don't use your kids to do it. I'm not too sure she's actually used the girls to actually steal that alcohol, which is every time she's been caught and done by the police, be it through the jobs or for when she's been sneaking out the bloody whatever, the shops and stuff like that, yeah, it's always been alcohol based. Okay, always. So That's bit when one of the situations that got me angry when it comes to Sylvia is all in kind of one bloody day. There's two of them actually. Well, basically, I had her about, and I asked Shelby, you know how you do with your kids? Mummy, having a mummy juice when you're going out? Yeah, we was at the park, she had a drink. So she told me what happened, so I confronted Sylvia about it. Next minute I know, I've gone up the stairs, and I could hear someone growling. Now, my mum used to do that to me when she wasn't being very nice. So I've crept up the stairs to see what's going off. She's got Shelby by the arm, twisted it, and pulling. If you ever tell your dad about me again, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do the other. I did. I hit the bloody roof. I could have drowned her there and then in the bloody water. And I grabbed her and I said, do not do that. I made sure Shelby was all right, and I went back for another go. And she got told off there and then. That's why she don't like me, because she got fucking told more than once. Yeah? And the other time was when they had a little box. They have the stories. They like their music and stories when they're playing, when they're going to sleep. Right? So, what it was, she didn't want it on. I went upstairs, well, I can't have the stories. What's wrong with that? So I put the story on. There's no reason why they can't listen to the stories while they're going to sleep. Next minute, all you hear is, oh, Dad, let us listen to the stories, Mum. Yeah? Oh, do I still look like I give a fuck? And that's how she carried on with the girls. And she kept doing it and doing it and doing it. A lot. She's not to be trusted. Do yourself a favour, mate. Chop your knob off if you're thinking of having any fucking kids with her. Yeah? Because I tell you what, you'll thank me later on. I have to calm down. Can you see it in my eyes that I'm lying, sir? Yeah? It's not everybody else's fault. It's not. I did. I grabbed her around the face that last time and said, you need to go. And I told her straight, I cannot take you anymore. Yeah? I would have ended up in prison or just fucking hanging myself. But I did not trust her as a mum with her children. So ask yourself a question, sir. Why have I got the children? It's the best decision and the most responsible decision she did. Walk out that door. But any other mum out there who's listened to my rant, please put in your comments, yeah? If you thought your ex-partner was an absolute bastard, would you have left your children with that person? Would you have been more than happy just to walk out that door? She had the choice, yeah? And I told her straight, if you can't stop your drinking and sort out your habits, do not take those children with you. And she did. And I thought, okay, fair enough. Couldn't give a shit about the money. I was skint at that time. I was a little bit worried. I didn't realise the universal credits give you that little bit of money to get you by. Yeah? So that's what saved me. Otherwise, oh, and when it comes to the debt, sir, I'm paying over £12,000 of debt. From council tax and everything. I'm not doing it for the payday loans or a freaking credit card. I'm not responsible for any of that shit. Okay? So I'm paying my IVA. I'm in debt because, yeah, of the situation that we're in. Yes, and I spent some of the money also, but not all of it. I wasn't totally fucking blameless. Well, she wasn't totally blameless. Mate, I'm just trying to get to a point. Do yourself a favour, come and talk to me when I'm not fucking off my head. If you ask me questions, I can give you answers. But this is a warning. Be careful. Understand when she's lying to you. You are a victim, sir. And sooner or later, she's going to show her true colours and you're going to see her for who she is. You're in her mum's house this weekend. You're going to London, right? Do yourself a favour if you've ever listened to this. Ask Monica what she truly thinks about Sylvia and the way she behaves. That's all I've got to say, mate. You seem like a decent geezer. My girls like being around you. Trust me, if I didn't like you, I would have fucking dealt with you time ago. I did it with my bloody son's mum. Yeah, she was hanging around with some dealer. He got fucked off straight away. Yeah, because he wasn't good enough to be my boy. Simple as that. And she's not good enough to be around her girls. She's not trusted when she's on her own. She's very snappy and very nasty. And she's said quite nasty things about you also. Understand when a woman is using you. She's not in love with you. She's just after what she can get. You're just the next person on the list for now. If you question her now, two things are going to happen. One, she's either going to cry to you and, like I said, try and have sex. The other one, she's going to get really nasty and tell you to fuck off. Yeah? And you'll never see that money that you've borrowed her for the rent and things like that. You won't. She's being nice now. But if this shit was ever to hit the fan and you was in, things weren't working out and things like that, she'd drop you like you're fucking hot, mate. You've been warned. Be you take it from this rant or not, I don't know. I don't know how to put it, I really don't. If you want to come have a conversation, I assure you now, I can explain it all in person, properly. and I'll show you the messages. I can't do it from the old one because I deleted the old Facebook account. Otherwise, you could have seen what I said then and still ask questions. Adam, you seem like a decent geezer. My girls, yeah, I do like you. You know something? I've been in care since I was 5 years old, so I know I'm a lucky cunt when I see one, yeah. You seem like a guy who's primed to be a good dad. Go and set yourself a nice lady that respects and loves you, yeah? Then be in a relationship and have children. Go for someone who's blatantly trying to scam you. Be careful, mate. Any questions, come and ask me. I don't care if you bring your mates with you or you want to do it in public, because I don't know what she said about me. For what she's come back with me, I've got an idea. I can assure you now, I never touched that woman at all in any way. Yes, verbally, I gave her a right fucking beating time and time and time again. And yes, that was all deserved. So if you're listening to this, girl, I've had enough. You will not take the piss out of these girls any longer. And I'll make sure they understand what you're like so they don't. All I'm doing now is trying to get them ready so you don't fucking rip your own girls off. Get your situation sorted. Get your drinking under control. Or is it scratch cards? I don't know what it bloody is. Yeah? But by rights, you should be paying your debts and doing all right. You had a decent bloody job. The reason people don't like you at work is because you act like a bitch. They know who you are properly. Yeah? So, Adam, if you know anybody from that bloody Pedium Glass that you worked at, go and ask them, mate. Trust me, you don't need my opinion. Go and ask other people. You'll understand the silly cow that you're fucking dating. You've had the warning, mate. What you take from that is up to you. But like I said, wise man won't say, man who think we're dick, sooner or later, we should chop the fucker off.